Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Danielle. Welcome and welcome back to Danielle in Doses. I want to start off with the products that I'm wearing today. So the first product that I have is this Nivea Skin Firming Lotion. The Nivea lotion because it's easy to rub in. Now on top of that, y'all know I love to use some body oil. This is the Being Frenchy, the Target line, and the fragrance is Joy Bliss. So I like to put this on top of that lotion that I have just to kind of add some more moisture and some shine to my body. Next product that I have is the Burberry Goddess. If you're a vanilla girly, this is a vanilla fragrance. It smells really good. I'm not a vanilla girly. I'm more so like a floral, kind of like a spring scent, but I wanted to wear something a little bit different today. So I have this on and I did get some compliments. So if you're looking for something that's like long lasting, get this for sure. These are my three products of the day: the Being Frenchy, the Nivea, and then the Burberry Goddess. Okay, so when I first started the products, I don't know why I was thinking I was just gonna have a plethora of different products that I would be able to share with you all. I don't have that many. You know, just understand, if I get a new product, which I do here and there, I'll definitely come on and I'll show it to you just to introduce it to you. But the goal of this channel isn't for me to influence you to go out and buy products. If a brand deal comes along the way, cool, but that's just not my thing right now. Before we get into the topic, I want to give y'all a recap, because when I first started this channel, I said that I would be on here at least 2 to 3 times a week, and this past week I only uploaded once, and I just feel like y'all owed a reasoning why you didn't see this beautiful face. So I'm gonna give it to you. First, let me just say this is a very hectic week for me. Like I said in the previous video, I am doing some interviews. I went on my 6th interview with one company. The last and final interview was on last Friday with the VP of the company. It was a great interview. She and we agreed on a lot of different things, and we just kind of related on a social, emotional level. And I found out later in the interview, she was a psychology major. I'm a sociology major. So I was like, we just got each other, you know, but I think I got it. I'm gonna let y'all know if I don't, but I think I do. I'll let y'all know. Now, on top of that, y'all know I'm in grad school. I'm getting my master's degree. It was like my first official assignment. And even though I was working on the assignment where I try to get ahead of things, I was reading over the material. The assignment itself, before I turned it in, I wanted to be sure that the information that I had was accurate. So I had it done on Thursday, reviewed it on Friday and Saturday, and then Saturday evening is when I turned it in. So I'm just trying to make sure with that, that I'm keeping my momentum as far as my grade point average, keeping that A. I really hope I got an A, but the grades don't come out yet, or at least they haven't came out yet as far as today, but hopefully tomorrow morning I'll be able to see what I got on that. On top of assignments, my best friend's birthday is next month in September. So I told her that I wanted to do something really special for her, so I'm planning that. And then it's a few trips that I want to go on next year, so I'm planning that as well. So it was a lot. It was a lot this week, but I don't want that to continue to be the excuse going forward. So I'm gonna make sure I plan and organize my week in advance. I was just kind of thrown off this week by a few different things, but it'll be okay. Also, I know when I first started this channel, I did mention that you weren't going to see a lot of edits and all that stuff. It was just going to be like my journal, and it is. I still want this to be a creative hobby for me to express myself. So going forward, the video quality will be a little bit better. In addition to that, like the organization of my conversation and the things that I'm saying, I want that to make sense so you can actually comprehend like what I'm saying. You'll see that a lot going forward. And then also, I mentioned the fashion overhauls and just like the clothing hauls and outfit of the day. Like I want to start implementing that more as well. So you will definitely see a lot of those things going forward. And if it's any topics that y'all want me to talk about, let me know. Like I would love to. So that was my recap. I just wanted to give y'all that. So let's jump into the video. Today, I wanted to talk about how to stay motivated. Whenever we start something, I think it's important for us to be disciplined in a specific area. And motivation is extremely important. But a lot of times, discipline is going to outwork motivation. You need discipline to continue on. I think motivation is just kind of like the cherry on top. It's just kind of like the thing that makes soothes everything out. But discipline is that hard, tough sort of outer shell that everybody needs. It's almost like the parent setting. The mom would be the motivation, and then the dad, disciplinarian. Like your dad is not going to sugarcoat anything, versus the mom, she may be there to be your cheerleader. She's motivating you in different ways. So both of those things are extremely important. And today we're not talking about discipline, but I would be remiss if I didn't expound on that. So as a community, I think it's important to share factors that have contributed to my success. And in this context, success will mean anything. Your finances, it can be weight loss, it can be relationships, professional goals. So number one, understanding your why. I remember back in 2018, 2019, maybe 2020, around like the COVID time, I was in my early 20s. And at that time, everybody wanted to be a millionaire. Everybody had their own course. Everybody was on Turo, Airbnb, the vending machines. Everybody had an online boutique. Like, it was just the thing. Oh, and crypto was so big at that time. I saw those things consistently, and every time I would see it, it would be understand your why, like in the caption of the photo or in the caption of the video. And I saw it so much, it became ingrained in my mind. And I always knew that it was important, which is why I related to it whenever I saw it. However, as I've grown older, now I understand what it means to understand your why. Like, it sets the foundation of why you're doing something. You're not just doing something because you want to do it. Anytime you do something, you have an intention behind it, which is why you're putting energy into completing it. That can be something as simple as you wanting to go to McDonald's. You're going to McDonald's because you're hungry. That's the intention. You're wanting to fulfill a craving or a satisfaction. So anytime we're doing something, I think it's important for us to always keep in mind why you're doing it. And on a deeper level, setting an example for the people that are behind you. And that's always been a why for me. Just understanding for you why you're doing something. 2, understanding that shortcomings are going to happen. You have your life panned out on how you expect your life to go. When we were all in high school and in college, we expected our life to be, by 25, I want to be married with 2 kids. And even though you may not have those kids or that marriage now, it doesn't mean that you're any less successful. I think a lot of us would have to agree that we're kind of thankful that we don't have that situation. Not saying that that's everybody's goal or dream, but I think a lot of us can relate to the idea that we wanted that sort of family unit when we were younger. And just because we don't have it now doesn't mean that we're any less than where we're supposed to be. I remember when I was younger and I was looking at Kim Kardashian's episode. I was in high school and Khloe had made a comment about how, I may be misquoting it, but it was pretty much like, tell God your plans and he'll laugh or something like that. Saying like, yeah, you have your plan and then God has the plan for you. So you could still work on your plan, but it doesn't mean it's going to always fall through like how you want it to. And just because it doesn't happen the way that you want it to, doesn't mean it's not meant for you. I think it's important for us to trust the process in everything that we do. And that just kind of goes into the next point, which is number 3. Having the confidence and knowing that everything is going to work out. And I was looking at a TikTok video, I believe it was yesterday. One of my friends had sent it to me. And it was this girl, she was talking about how everything that she once wanted, she has. And I related that to me in my life. And I had to sit back and reflect, like, seriously, I have about 100 things, not material-wise. I mean, some material and some just personal and character traits that at one point I wanted and now I have. And that gives me all the confidence that I need to continue. Like, DC Young Fly, he was saying money ain't never late. You know what I'm saying? In terms of like big money, like $1 million, You don't care if you get it in January or if you get it in December. Like it's never going to be late because you know that it's coming. It hasn't arrived yet, but it's coming. Number 4, staying focused on what lies ahead. Staying focused on your future. I used to have a very bad issue of dwelling on the past and dwelling on my embarrassments or the things that I wasn't able to accomplish when I was younger. And sometimes I still get in those modes where I'm like, dang, I wish I would have did this, or I wish I would have did that differently. But the difference between now and then is I don't dwell in those spaces. I just reflect on it. And I know that if I continue to stay there, I'm not going to grow, which is what I had to learn. Now I look forward to my future. I'm anticipating great things are going to happen for me. And when I was younger, it used to be the complete opposite. I used to always think bad things were going to happen to me. And I think that as I grew my relationship with Christ and understanding why he wants me to be here, it's for me to live in abundance. It's for me to live a great life and focus on what lies ahead and understanding that what's for me is going to be for me. I think it's more important for you to look towards the hills, as they would say in the Baptist church, and understand that good things are going to happen. You know, like whatever sort of goal that you have for yourself, it's going to come to pass. We don't know when it's going to happen, like I said before, you know, but just understanding that it will happen. So, you know, those are the 4 things that really just help me on a day-to-day basis, honestly. I'm going to be very transparent with you. Like I said in the beginning of this video, when I did my assignment this week, I was in my head so much about this assignment, y'all. I was like, bro, do I really want to do this? Like, it was that bad. And when I finished the assignment, I was just like, I was overthinking it so much. But I was doing it because, one, I didn't want to fail. Like, it's always a reasoning behind a feeling. I do have those moments. But even during that time where I felt like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not going to get a good grade. This isn't for me anymore. Like, in my mind, literally, I went through all of those steps and I was just like, I'm understanding my why. I know what type of life I want to have. Like, I'm staying focused. Everything's going to work out. Like, all of these things that I'm giving you, I applied this week. Literally. So I just think it's important as a community. If something has helped me in a way for me to be successful, it would be a disservice for me to not share those with other people. Y'all have any things that y'all want to share that can enlighten me or others, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Y'all can expect some more in the future, and I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.